In this tutorial, you will learn 3 different curves to achieve smooth animations like these and create something unique. Before we dive into the curves, let's add a drop shadow to the object. While it's not related to the animation, it significantly enhances the visual appeal. Now go to the Effects panel and search for the Transform effect. And double-click on it to add. Although we can change position from Video, Motion tab, but to add blur, we need to apply the Transform effect. The shutter angle allows us to add motion blur to our animation. Let's start with the entry curve. Move the playhead to the beginning and adjust the position within the Transform effect. When introducing an object from off-screen, we utilize Entry Curve. To set this up, position your object outside the visible screen area and move 30 frames forward by pressing Shift and right arrow 6 times. And add keyframes. Change the value for the second keyframe and move the object back into the screen. You can use this arrow button to navigate between keyframes. Here you can see that the animation is not smooth. Click on the arrow button next to Position to open up the velocity settings. Right-click on the first keyframe and hover over Temporal Interpolation and select Ease Out. For the second keyframe, select Ease In. You can see that an arc is formed. Grab the left handle and drag it to the left. Do the same for the right handle. This will create a sharp peak at the first keyframe, indicating a rapid start to the animation. Uncheck the Use Compositions Shutter Angle option. Increase the shutter angle value to 360 for maximum motion blur effect. You can see that the animation is a lot smoother now. It starts out fast and then slows down smoothly. I'll revert the adjustments. This is how an intermediate curve looks. You can simply achieve this curve by easing out the first keyframe and easing in the second keyframe. However, you need a slight adjustment to make it better. Move the left handle to the center and repeat with the right handle to form a more distinct peak. Adjust the starting point so the object begins within the visible screen area. Adjust the ending point to the other side of the screen. The object begins its motion slowly, accelerates midway, and then decelerates smoothly towards the end. To quicken the movement, reduce the gap between keyframes. Now the exit curve. I'll revert the adjustments. Simply drag the right handle to the right and do the same for the left handle to form a sharp peak. Adjust the ending position of the object to move it outside the visible area. The animation starts slow and then speeds up, which look good for any object going out of the screen. Decrease the gap between the keyframes for a faster exit. You can also utilize these curves to enhance the smoothness of rotations and scaling. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.